Good morning. This is Jan Cercone, and it must be Wednesday morning from 9 to 9:30, where every week I bring you another hopefully inspirational message to help you make the transition from the old way you were doing and feeling and thinking into a new way that serves you a lot better. Our methodology is using light, and light is simply vibration. And people have attachment to different words, so I'm very careful to not use words that are too scientific or too spiritual, and I often say, I'll use any words that will get past our judgment and our monitoring system to actually have that little sparkle of vibration of, gosh, maybe this applies to me. Maybe this could help me. And it's like a little arrow, a possibility that goes into our heart, especially when we're not feeling so great about life and about ourselves and everything else. So this potential to receive change sometimes only comes when we are feeling really crummy, and then we start searching. And what we're searching for is a new vibration. We might Google something, how to do this, how to get rid of depression, how to lose weight easily. Or someone will tell us a new fabulous way to lose weight, to get enlightened, on and on and on and on. And the factor in all of this of what attracts you and makes you want to stick with something is what? Trust. Trust that you can actually align with this and work with it and stick with it and see it through. We humans are so patterned to resist change. It's amazing. So I actually forced myself to do little changes all the time. This morning when I went to, this is how we break those neuro patterns in our brain, to feel and experience something new and say, I'm okay. It's our reptilian brain that is constantly measuring and feeling and sensing. Oh, if I touch that, I could get burned. If I go with that sort of a person, I'm going to end up feeling low self-esteem, just like the last person that reminded me of that person. So we tend to superficially judge things, and we keep ourselves from lots of experiences. So what are some of the ways that you can challenge yourself to begin anew and fresh with beginner's baby's eyes? I'll give you an example right now. You probably thought, how could she have wet hair and be doing a webinar? Well, because doing these webinars to me is not a huge, fancy, perfected thing. It's really just creating a little slice within my life to serve and allow this resonance to come through me on a consistent basis of the highest integrity that I can. But it doesn't mean that I have to look movie star perfect, picture perfect all the time, because I just went swimming. So it's a good metaphor. We must find that our spirituality must be in the flow of our life, and it must fit. Otherwise, these wonderful programs that people have for us that require us to sit still for 2 hours a day or eat all certain food over and over and over again, they're not going to work. Things have to work in our lives. So I'm inviting you to take baby steps for change. Try slowing down at least once a day and find a way that you can have a buffer zone before what's coming in and you make your decision, rather than allowing yourself to experience it. See where it goes. Go a little bit out of your comfort zone in conversations. We tend to steer conversations quite often into our comfort zones or put a mask on. And so yesterday someone said that I hadn't seen in a while, Jan, how are you? And I said, in a lot of transition, just to see what that would feel like. And this woman had an expressionless look. She just didn't know where to go in conversation. Oh, she was a little too busy to check in about that. So later she did. And when I asked how she was, oh, fabulous, everything is going great. But I was seeing a whirlwind of energetic intensity around her energy field, ability to make good decisions in relationship to everyone else in a nice process, stair-stepped way. So that was a good example of testing the waters. Again, water. It's all about being in the flow, being in the flow. When you are in the flow, when you're in the stream of life, or when you're in a stream, sometimes you might fall out of your boat and you'll have to learn to swim. You'll have to learn to find a branch, or sometimes you'll be in the water and a little bug might come and bite you. It is the natural state of nature to be in discovery, to be in the unknowing, and to have a pattern that sustains us. But beyond that, be open for the change. Even in the forest, there's forest fires, there's one animal eating another, there's birth, there's rebirth. And so how have humans imagined that staying on this same railroad track? And I think it comes from television. All the Hallmark pictures of holidays and families always getting along, and here's the grandchildren, the happy grandparents. We know in real life that that's not it at all. They're actors. And we cannot be actors in our real life and experience who we really are. Do you see? Simultaneously, that can't happen. They rehearse that and rehearse that to perfection. And that's how I believe a lot of, particularly American families, have been. Look how we look. But the minute they're behind closed doors, costumes off, and now we can just be ourselves. So that's what this program is about. It's about being light from the inside out so that it's okay to express and to experience who you are in this moment with what is coming towards you without a big judgment of devastation, it's not going to work, or fear to let something in. So let's do a little meditation to allow ourselves to be more like the baby and more like the dolphin, the beings who are trusting of the life experience. And the vibration of trust brings in people who will be gentle and care for you and loving and be there for you. It's your feeling of mistrust that attracts people in who will test, use, manipulate. So let's work on our own self-trust so we can just get this trust and this expansion so that we can move into life and attract more of that which is trustworthy, okay? So let's begin by taking a deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's let all of our thoughts go. Let our minds become empty as we are at peace with this moment, in this body, wherever we are. Let go of all the labels, the mother, the father, the job, the overweight, the anxious. In this moment, you are an empty vessel with no historical patterning. You are just you. Just a malleable vibrational mandala of different colors that knows no fear, that knows no judgment. It just is, it's just present. Take a deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. It's been a long time since mankind has felt this way, and we are moving into this as a collective consciousness state. So here we practice it. We practice it so we can hold this sense of balance, discernment. If we are in a trusting, open state, we can actively choose, not from fear, but we can allow the vibrational milieu, people, things to come in that are really right for us. Doesn't that feel good? Just as I say it, that feels good in my body. That helps my stomach let go of any tension. So let's take another deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. And I feel that now I've set the scenery or landscape for this meditation. So imagine that you are floating in the womb, your mother's womb, the womb of the universe. Just imagine that you are in this state of not knowing, of nothingness, and all feels well because you know not, because you know nothing other. There is no sense of separation. You are just a consciousness in its presence. We ask and intend in this sacred space to be only surrounded by the highest energies, and we bring in our spirit family. You know who they are: angels, Jesus, Buddha, all these beings of light that we work with. Take a nice deep breath. Excellent. So feel that this amniotic sac is beginning to fill with a very soft, not solid, but light, diaphanous golden energy from source. And this energy is just pure you, pure gold. And as this energy comes into your body, it washes away the tension in the muscles. It washes away the chemicals of stress in the cells. It smooths that furrowed brow. It actually brings a cosmic smile into the heart of all is well. All that is needed is always present. The words of longing or needing or wanting are absent. There is no desire. There is just presence. We ask and intend that the first desire to arise in your next human thought, as projected out from this completely trusting, happy embryo in this amniotic sac that is coming through the timeline up into your body, into your brain, and is reprogramming you, that the next desire, which spurs you to actual action on the earth plane, stems from this cohesive, balanced state of peace and knowing that all of your needs are met. So what does this leave to be desired? To create, to move things around in the environment, sound, light, and color, music, art, cooking, serving in your workplace with joy and love. The desire is to froth up more of what you are feeling in this moment in your heart, which holds no fear, complete, pure nothingness. Well, this is beautiful because I see all the little energies trickling down into the little points at the ends of the nerves. So every nerve is now being neutralized as you are floating in this watery, beautiful sack of warm golden light that is just you reflecting the Creator's energy being expressed through you in physical form. Take a breath through the nose and out through the mouth. And now let this energy just ripple out through your body and past your skin. And imagine that you here in your physical body now also have a golden amniotic sac around your energy field. And this protects this buoyancy, this protection, this fluid, this energy of completeness, wholeness, all that is given, all that is received is in perfect balance. Excellent. So this is giving your heart and lungs a new relationship, one that is balanced and life-giving and full of creative juices. So as we finish this meditation, we imagine that this amniotic sac that we are in matches the one when we were first growing from that imaginal cell. And we ask that this is now vibrationally interwoven and connected and grounded here on the earth plane. Just go ahead and connect it into the earth grain so that we are infinitely present and embodied in this delicious, joyous, luscious, resourceful energy. Excellent. So let this assurance come up through the body, all the way up through the neck, out the top of the head, and plug back in to Creator Source. So now you have two powerful visualizations. The mothership, Creator Source, the infinite expression of the Creator as you were first beginning to glow in your mother's womb. Breathe this in and bring this sense of infinite possibility, of unfolding, emergent creativity through your own divine shard of light through the Creator is still present here in your energy field, completely protected by this very strong amniotic sac. Nature's not dumb. We have a beautiful energy field, and amniotic sacs are resilient. You are resilient. You are filled with trust, and now you are holding a vibration that allows you to see and know that which is good for you to explore, merge with, and enjoy in the natural flow of life as life was meant to be. So thank you for joining me here today. Again, I am Jan Cercone, and I have many programs, and I would love to talk with you, work with you, see what you're interested in being a part of. My website is Sound and Light Healing Arts. Thank you for joining me today on the Be the Light Wednesday meditations.